Hello and welcome to another episode of Life Talks with Fawole. And we have the voice behind the camera,
Hey,
the wizard, and a great friend of mine, Jermaine.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jay.
Well, go on.
What's good?
Good, man. I'm here, innit?
Yeah, you're here. I'm glad to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me as well.
Yeah, it's
Appreciate
short
it.
notice as well. You came through.
Make it happen,
I like
innit?
your style.
Make it happen.
We're going to talk football today, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So, tell me something about yourself.
Well, obviously, I'm from Camden. Played football all my life. Started at Market Road. Obviously, was just playing for fun as you do as a baby, innit? Like 5, 6, 7 years old. Then I got scouted for Arsenal.
Yeah.
What age?
I was like 8 maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
8 or 9, something like that.
Okay.
I was just kicking about, Friday night, innit? Like, it's always popping at Market Road. They got like the youth league or whatever it's called. This was like before you had to pay for it. We just go there and just like kick about and have fun, innit? Signed for Arsenal, and then kind of just went on from there. Really, like, just kept getting older, progressing, playing. Signed pro at Peterborough, and then just been trying to have the best career I can, innit?
Nice.
Them ones.
Yeah, that was it. It's like, I was just playing ball in the park.
No, but that's when you're them age, it's just like
you're absolutely
it's
right.
just it's just natural, and plus, like, older brother played football.
Okay.
Like everyone,
So
kids,
in the family then,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like kids like playing football, so that's just what we did.
Okay, yeah.
And
When you was
luckily,
in Market Road, did you play for any of the teams that?
a team called FDS.
Okay.
The twins, the twins, Byron and Tyrone.
Yeah. I was cool with them.
Yeah, they run it in it. And it was sick because their thing was like,
They're not twins though, funny enough.
are they not?
We're just brothers, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, swear.
Tyrone is the younger one as well. Even though
Ah.
Byron's
They
the
look
older
exactly
one.
the same.
They look exactly the same, but they're not twins.
All now I've been thinking they've been twins. They're not
The
twins.
one of them's a
That's
year
mad,
older.
that's
That's funny.
mad.
Yeah.
That's
I only
mad.
know that I was school with them. You know what I mean? I used to think they were twins.
Yeah, but their thing was sick because they was like on a like a Jogger Benito thing. Like,
What's that? And listen, I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
don't know nothing about football, I know about playing the pop, I don't know nothing about football.
Like the way their team was set up, like they was on like skills, like, so all our training sessions were mad. Like they'd teach us mad tricks, and like it wasn't just normal conventional like pass here, do this, do that. They was learning flip flaps and watching Ronaldo and Ronaldinho do mad tricks. So that's what their whole training thing was like.
What age was that at? 8,
This is
9?
like 8. This is like 8, 9. So I was like, this is lit. And then like on Fridays when we would play, we were just doing mad skills and trying mad stuff. So it was fun being there, like, because I know the rest of the teams were just doing normal stuff. But yeah, it was pretty good. I think we finished like second that year or something like that.
Do you remember all the games you played? The majority of the games you played?
Honestly, not really. I got quite bad memory of games. Like obviously certain games stick out.
Go on.
Like what, like in my whole life, you mean, or
Yeah,
like
well,
back
not-
in them
not-
times?
not like-
Do you know? I remember playing at Market Road actually. Tell you, I remember one game at Market Road, and Lehman's son was playing for the other team. This is the only reason
Who's
I remember.
Lehman?
Jens Lehman, like some
Who's Lehman?
famous.
Remember,
Arsenal
I don't
goalkeeper.
know. Like, I know some
You know
names.
Jens Lehman, yeah,
I
like
know
back in
some
the
names,
day.
but not all of them.
Back in the day, it was like legit Arsenal keeper, proper guy, and it was hard. And his son came, and I remember like he came to Market Road as well, so it was mad commotion at the game. And I remember that game just because of that.
Yeah.
That moment, like, I got him to sign something for me. Obviously, me being an Arsenal fan, like back them days. That's like one game that sticks out really from them times.
What about, like, have you got a favourite game? No, in fact, let me ask you this first.
Go on.
Do you remember all the goals you scored in the games you played? You remember the games? You remember all the goals?
I remember my professional goals. I don't remember
All
my
of them,
yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember my like goals when I was like 8, 9, and that,
Okay.
to be honest, because I
But
scored
any of the ones like from when you was 8, 9? Do you remember scoring when you was a kid and just being so happy? Like, I swear, when I was a kid, I used to play football when I was a kid, right? And I just like, obviously, I don't like. I'm just not into football now.
Yeah, of course.
But as a kid, like, and I kid you not. Like, you score them crazy goals where like you run it past and you nutmeg them, or you do the scissor kick backwards, or because we used to play on the grass at the back of the flats. You know what I mean? And we used to, and the kids, they do what they want as well. So
We used to play on stones.
yeah, we used to play on the stone. We used to play on Holiday Boys as well. We used to climb
Is
over
it?
there and play. Yeah.
What, in there?
Yeah, because the fence used to be about that high. You could
Yeah,
literally climb
you
over the
just jump
fence,
over.
and then the football pitches were there. So anyone from the area used to
Yeah,
go there.
yeah,
Sunday,
just-
we used to play Sunday league in there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the people from the flats.
Yeah,
I was your
them-
brother.
yeah,
We used to play in there back
Them
in the
days
day.
just find anywhere to play. innit?
Anywhere.
Yeah,
Even
like,
in Camelot, like there was a car park
Camelot,
at the back, and there's enough like houses around. You shouldn't really kick ball there because you're just asking for trouble.
yeah.
Like,
Now, but back in the day,
but anything goes wrong, like you're smashing windows and that. And
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah,
what.
yeah. yeah.
No, them ones. We was like just like
Surrounded by
yeah,
houses,
it was like kids. Like thingy was there. Daniel Kaluuya lived in the flats, innit?
Okay, Daniel. I probably know the person, but not as a footballer. You don't know.
No, he doesn't. He's acts, isn't it? He's in Get Out. He's in Black Panther. He's in You know Daniel Kaluuya. Yeah.
He's from Camelot.
Yeah, he lived the other side of Gran. So like my gran lived on this side, and he lived on that side.
If you didn't matter, you remember him.
You know, yeah.
He's like one of the biggest black actors. Right?
If not the biggest from the UK. You know his face.
Okay. God bless you as well. Big up your chest, Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah,
Come on.
He's local.
From the money, yeah?
Yeah, he's literally from Camelot. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Like so, we used to
Camelot,
kick
that's
ball.
where King Arthur comes from, innit?
King Arthur who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he from the manor?
Yeah, from Camelot, literally.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I like him as well, you know. He's serious.
He's cool,
I loved him in the slim and
I was gonna say Queen and Slim.
Blew me away in that. He's done some deep things, but blew me away in the Queen and Slim. I love that. Love
Big
that.
film, innit?
Big up
Big
the
film.
chest, enlarge every time.
Yeah.
No, come on, Daniel Kaluuya. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he had the rhinoceros.
He's proper.
He had the rhinoceros.
He's gone.
Like he can act.
He's gone.
As an actor.
Yeah. You take your hat off to him.
No, for real. If you're good, you're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So that's what, like going back to the point. Like you just find anywhere to play in it. Like,
Yeah.
In the car park, Stones, wherever it is, you just make it happen.
Yeah.
Really, in it. Like it's one of them ones. So
And then the fun.
honestly, Camelot House, like back in the day, it was not in the
Different.
summer.
What, football or just
the
actual
whole
flats?
everything. All the kids would come out. There's a lot of people like my age and a bit older. Daniel's like maybe 2-3 years older. But my mum would just drop me off to my grand's like in the summer because obviously she's outside doing her thing, innit? Just run around and just like you just spend the whole day outside.
Yeah. I remember
Get
those
a quick
days.
like snack, get a pound quickly, go corner shop, get snack.
Come
bust
on.
up, yeah.
Come on.
And then come back till it gets dark, innit? Like you just do the same thing every day.
Enclosed, so it's kind of.
It's like your own
Camelot?
little.
Where is it?
Literally, like
You know that?
if you know the lights at the top of the road. If you just keep walking past the lights.
Is it behind? Next to the school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I know the flats.
Yeah.
I know the flats.
Yeah, it was.
Falling down on a bike. I was going down the stairs.
Yeah.
You used to do that bad times.
I dropped. It feels like I've been jumping for ages, but everyone like.
It's all relative.
Yeah, everywhere.
Balconies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How it's shit.
Yeah.
It's like Wembley or something like that. The way everything is like,
I
it's
know
all
the thing about that. I know
enclosed.
the thing
About the houses, all the people with their children.
Yeah. That was
nuts.
community.
Honestly, it was
That
so
was
much
community.
fun.
We don't talk about community days, man.
So much fun.
Well, you could be out all day and just do your thing and not.
much fun.
You know what I mean?
That's
You
why I
won't get no
first learned,
troubles.
how to ride a bike, and so like.
And you could ride around all around the flats and all that, innit?
Yeah, like one of the older just taught me how to ride a bike, innit? Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, this is me. I'm gone.
Come
I'm gone. I'm out of it.
You can, like when you're young, you can pretend you're on something.
Yeah, you could do best.
What, over there, yeah?
Yeah, I used to play run outs here and 40 for your home. There's like, it's just it's a sick estate. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The way it's padded is sick.
So look,
It's sick.
in comparison, to the joy, because I remember having joy and being like going crazy on the pitch when I was younger, and because you're getting paid when you're getting paid for the job, but it's still you enjoy the game. I love playing games and stuff.
Of course.
In comparison to maybe some of the goals, because I can remember some of the goals I scored as a kid, and going bananas and thinking, how did I do that? Like proper axe kicks, like or just run. You running just at the right time. You head the ball just to right. Like I'm literally stuff you see on the TV. You couldn't, and if you do it, we can't replay it. But I swear to God, when you're young, you do some crazy stuff. We would just beat the keeper. We would take on the whole team.
Yeah, just do something nuts.
Just took on the whole team. You just love
do
it.
something crazy, innit?
Is the difference between when you did it as a kid and when you've done it when you get it professionally? Because you tell me which one was more gratifying for you?
Well, I remember my first professional goal, like my very, very first one, and I think I was maybe 17 or 18, something like that.
Who was you playing for?
Peterborough. It was against Colchester.
What position was you playing?
I was playing centre mid. It was like 2-1 up at the time, and then I think it was 2-1 up, and I must have scored the third in it. It was like 80th minute or something like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that feeling there, like it's not the same.
Yeah.
Like it's similar to when you're a kid, but it's not the same. When you score, and like it hits the back of the net, and then like I didn't deep it at first, didn't it? It took me like a split second to clock. I was like, oh, I actually scored.
You said deep or deep it? Okay,
to probably take it in, innit?
Yeah.
I just started running, innit? Like I just ran.
Well, you scored as you kept running.
I just ran away. Like I don't know what to do, innit? Like, I didn't even know how to celebrate more time.
But then, like, obviously, when you're young, you know, like, one of the people go wild, but you're in the stadium now. The crowd, your supporters are going wild on top of that.
Yeah, I think that's what adds a bit of like another 10-20%.
And your team's up. I know entertainment. So if you're up 2-1 already, and you score another goal. It's a 4-goal conclusion.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the game's done, innit? Yeah. Like the supporters are cheering, like, and all the boys obviously knew it was my first goal as well, innit? So they were obviously extra happy for me. Like,
I usually say it on the commentary.
It was nuts. It was sick. It was sick. Like the skipper at the time, he just picked me up. Like one of my, like we was proper close knit group of like friends.
The
like
team.
Everyone was just hugging me and picking me up. I was just like, like I was a kid in it. Like I just gassed. Like, but. Obviously, it's different if you're playing and it obviously depends what sort of goals you score. Innit? Like if you score like a last minute winner, it's going to be a little bit of a different feeling if you score like the goal to make it 5-0 on it because the game's done. But then, it's sick. It's sick either way. It's always sick when you score. Like it's the best feeling. You can't like replicate it or like compare it to anything.
Have you ever scored an own goal?
Nah, never.
You're lucky.
No,
so you won't know. So you won't know. You don't need to know.
Nah, never.
All right then. Have you ever? No, I wouldn't want to score a goal. It happens, but
the thing is, like, do you know what? I don't think own goals. Our own goals ain't that deep because a lot of the time they're very accidental in it, and there's not really much you can do about it.
No, but when the own goal takes your team out of a competition, or it takes them 2-1 up, it's like it's 0-0 and it's the last couple of minutes. Even it just crushes the other.
Yeah, it's a burn. It's a burn. But I feel like. People make like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but people make out like, oh, he scored an own goal. But I just personally think a lot of the time they're just accidental. Like someone shoots, it comes off you, and it goes in.
Oh, most definitely,
or something like that, innit? But it's like it's a burn either way, innit? But
then because it definitely comes off of you. But then if they shoot and you defend it, you got accolades, you get kudos. You're like, I defended it. You might not celebrate, but like,
but it works both ways, innit?
So at least a little bit you must get like.
No, it works both ways.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it works both ways for sure.
Have you ever? You talk about training and the elaboration of the what I don't know. FDS, yeah.
Shout out FDS, man. Are they still going? Do you know if they're still going? Like the team?
Oh,
the Market Road team.
I see Byron in Paradise Park.
That's where they used to train. Yeah.
So I'm sure they are.
Yeah. Big them up, man. Shout out FDS, man. They're 30, man. And the two of the brothers, they're cool, man.
FDF, big up football club. Yeah?
FDS.
Yeah,
it stands for something mad. I don't remember what it stands for.
They might not age. So when you sit down,
they look young still. They look young still. They look young still. It's mad.
So, post FDF training, going into like professional stuff, have you ever met anyone who does the same kind of like, not one of the unconventional stuff that you liked or that benefited you?
No, it's
was it always been like regimental all the way through?
Different. At Arsenal, it's completely different, but in a good way, not in a bad way. Being at Arsenal, they just teach you the fundamentals of football, basically. Do you know what I'm saying? Like safe side passing, working on your first touch, checking shoulders. Like it's probably like the best.
Say what's that?
Like checking your shoulders, innit? Like when you play,
check your shoulders,
like to scan the pitch, innit? So before you give me the ball, I need to know that I can pass it or I can turn, or I can't turn because someone's coming up behind me, innit?
Okay, so it's a bit like martial arts.
I said martial arts.
Why not? It's a bit like martial arts. Be prepared or boxing. Be prepared at all times.
You got.
I'm saying the pitch, like be prepared all times for anything. So
literally.
You can't just stand there and say, okay, I want to score a goal.
No.
Be like check your shoulders because you're checking every angle. The ball's coming, the ball ain't coming.
Even
my man's running. You know what? Let me make him think I'm running there.
Exactly.
And then let the ball go, and then boom.
Exactly. You got to have. They call it having pictures, innit? Like they want you to have pictures. Yeah.
Okay.
So you always have a picture in your head before the ball comes of your surroundings or what you're gonna do next.
Yeah. So if you're learning, check your shoulders, have pictures.
Yeah.
Go on.
Underestimate how physical football is.
Yeah, it is.
Like people want to
very,
actually play it, or
very.
You know what? Even the training.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Going to the training just because the I don't like to run, but you're going up and down the pitch. Sometimes like short bursts, sometimes fast bursts. It's like basketball kind of thing. Almost not. I don't know which one's more exertive.
I'll probably say basketball.
Upper body, but you still use your lower body just to kick the ball and all that and control.
Basketball's non-contact.
Yeah. That's true.
Side of it, like if I want to
it's a bit safer, innit? Yeah.
Tomorrow, I can play basketball.
Play it, and you can just do it.
And I'm sure I won't be that injured. Maybe I'm at my ankle.
Yeah, but it's not.
The worst that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's true.
So physical barging.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
Turning,
all sorts.
And it's all with your feet.
There's a lot going on still.
You're turning with your feet in basketball, but it's mainly in your hands.
Yeah.
You're focusing on.
But you got to maneuver the ball with your feet, innit, when you're playing football. Yeah.
No, you know what? Remember I said, I used to play as a youth, and he has spouts, because we were British, football comes from, we're British, I'll play ball, I don't like it if I play it 10 times, isn't it? So like,
where did you play?
When I play?
Yeah.
Oh, in Hollywood Boys
No, like
School.
what position would you play if you was playing?
Oh, I wouldn't.
If you was to pick?
Me, keeper.
Is it?
But I've been on the pitch, but keeper or defender.
Okay.
Keeper defender.
Alright, cool.
I never want to be a striker. I've always been big and tall.
Yeah.
Quick my hands. That's like.
Cool.
My reaction time was quite good.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I used to make crazy saves when I was ready.
Yeah, you
and
done
they
it.
used to psych me up. They used to get me angry. Like when they get me angry, let's get angry to go. Like what? They scored. They scored again. Come on, like that in the goal. And they would make. I used to play down Corum's Fields as well. There were certain football pitches. But once someone scored a side, once I had that fire in my belly, you know, I was asking about that as well. That was just as a kid. That fire in my belly where I wanted to make sure I showed my team that I was on this game. They're trying, so I'm trying too, innit? So the ball would go on the floor, I wouldn't just go like, I'd jump. Even if I was going to scrape my arm or whatever, you jump. Even if you knock your head, you go into, when the forwards are coming and there's no time for being meek. You just go for it.
I remember playing football and seeing keepers like had the same mentality as you. Yeah, I'm thinking, but you lot are nuts.
Yeah.
Like for you lot to be able to do that, like I rate it highly, but you lot are different, man. Like to be able to dive around like that. But it's, what you're saying was right. You got to have a different
mentality. Do you know what? Right? Even talking to you now, the penny's dropping for me because the keeper is now. I can't attribute my other stuff. Keeper has to like mind thing the strikers. Yeah, so you're be scared of me. You know that shit. Michael don't care. Be scared of me. If you're coming in, I'm coming in. If you're doing this, I'm doing this. It's me or you.
Yeah, man.
When you show any fear, you're in trouble. But as a keeper, if you're fierce, you got more chance of
100%
of saving the ball
100%
because you got the mental thing on the other person as well.
Plays a big part of it. The mental side.
Big part.
Big part. The mental.
I was going to ask you something. No, yeah, sorry, go on.
The mental aspect of football is a lot. Like there's a lot. It's a lot. Can get you a lot further than like talent will on its own, innit? Like everyone's seen or heard of like sick footballers when they was a kid or like in the area or even like professionally, like, and then they end up not making it for whatever reason. A lot of it is to do with how they think, innit? Because obviously like throughout life in general, innit? But football especially is ups and downs. You got to overcome hurdles, overcome challenges. If you ain't got the strong mindset,
you got the right resources to. All the right people around you to help you with
not
it.
even like that too, but mainly because there's a lot of people that just a lot like the South American footballers and that. They don't come from the best upbringing, innit? Like, you know what it's like over there, innit? And they're just on it and focused and like they got a bit of that anger in them, innit? I think it's just their culture, like South American
hunger,
people. They just got a bit
like that Ronaldo hunger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
they want it and nothing else.
Yeah, literally.
Sorry. Yeah. South America.
I'm saying so.
They know that.
They signed them from early.
But they put their things behind them and stuff. But then I think what Jermaine said as well for me, because I know of people that had budding careers that didn't have to do nothing. They were so freaking talented. They just lift their foot. They would just used to run circles around people. They got signed to certain places, but they chose to do stupid things.
That's what I'm saying.
And I can tell you at least maybe one hand, maybe two hands. I can count the amount of people that were in the Premiership that like young. They were gonna make big money. All they had to do was kick the ball, and they were not. They wanted to go raving or go follow this girl or do something that was only had a real small lifespan or something that was in comparison. But I don't understand it. So what you're saying to me, just even having that desire, that one-mindedness and that focus to maintain yourself in that realm, in that world, it's not easy.
No, because same way I know there's a lot of players like that aren't that good technically or talent, but they just have that mindset and that drive where they're like, either way, one way or another, I'm making this happen in it. I'm making it work. Yeah. I'm going to run further than you. I'm going to lift heavier weights than you. I'm going to train longer than you. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z better than you. Yeah. And that will get you far enough, really and truly. If you have that mindset, you have a good, decent career out of football. So that's why I said, like, going back to your point, where you was being a keeper back in the day, the fact you thought, I'm on it, like, this is me, it works, innit? It helps.
Yeah. And that's good for you to sit and clear it. And it's for the audience back home, don't matter what you want to do, once you work hard and stay focused, you can achieve what you want to achieve. And that focus and having that mindset, it helps.
Like you're on it. And worst case, if you don't succeed, at least you know that you put you had no regrets in it. You put your whole
you got that sense of satisfaction,
soul, body into it, innit? So if it didn't work, you'd be like, alright, I'm cool in it.
Yeah,
fair enough.
You tried, definitely. You know definitely. Definitely. Give me some of that, man. That's
man.
some wisdom. How old are you?
25.
Wow, some serious wisdom, you know, there. Love that.
Man.
What's sad is that, of course, football has this thing where
a lot of people respect football for, say, like females will respect it for the money. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? And then you got people, everyone that, like a lot of street people love football as well. You know, like.
So wait.
What?
You changed it. You said,
Yeah.
what you said, females respect it for the money. You said people love it. I think they love it for the money. They don't respect it. Everyone loves it. They have a...
No, but I'm saying everyone has their draw
for
their
one
draws
reason
for
or
one
another.
reason or another.
Yeah.
But like the streets respect football. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, like when you're growing up young and you're in the, or whatever, like
I
and
know what you're saying.
Because what I feel is like this, because it has representations of working man heroes of our people there.
No,
innit?
no, you're right.
That's why you're saying that.
But I'm saying that's how I feel like a lot of times people mix the lifestyles, because it's like if you're doing something, say for instance you've gone to do I've become a singer. Let's just say back in them days, a singer might not be respected in the streets that much. So you have to either choose the singing or the streets. If you're a footballer, people still respect you on the road.
Okay.
And more time, if you're you growing up and you're kicking ball, the man who are on badness will be like, nah, leave him.
Leave him. They look after you.
Leave him. He's a youth that's kicking ball. Like, leave it. It's not that, innit?
Do you understand? And because of that, you're cool with them, innit? So now, even if you want to jam with them one day when you're on your box of chips on the way home, you can, because of your brethren now, innit? And he looks up to you because you're his brethren that actually plays for a team and really does football.
Exactly.
So, and sometimes those worlds collide, you know, like because these people are still friends, because they kind of they respect-ish what each other does. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like, when it's like in the worlds where people don't respect what, I've seen so many people's careers go down because they're just still doing road stuff because they're who they hang around with.
But I think it's easily done though. It's easily done though, because all it takes is for one incident
to happen,
or like if you get a little bit too big, or people start really like clocking how much money you make and you're still young. You're not. I don't want to say like they'll start taxing you per se, but they'll be like, "Raw, we was the ones that made sure you was good. We looked after you. What you want to go away, make all this money, come back and not bust a man?" Sort of thing. Like kind of in it, or you're all just going out one time and then a madness pops off and you're just with them, and then next thing you know, you're all in the same mix up in it. Do you know what I'm saying?
My thing is,
and the papers blow up.
If they demand them, you bust them. If they're the man, then you bust them. If they're now turning around saying to you, because you got dough, you ain't the man, you ain't bust me. Nah. That's none of that. Like obviously, like I come from where I come from, and I've got my mindset and all that behind it. And being a young person coming into money and stuff, it'll be a different story. But I'll say it, and I know you got minerals, so that will never happen to you. But anyone out there as well, if it's that, it's that.
The only way you can actually bust someone is by giving them the opportunity to do what you're doing.
No, but this
you can't bust someone by giving them money.
No, I don't agree. I
agree.
I don't agree.
I do.
Giving them opportunities, what I would say, like busting them would, maybe I agree, because busting would be like, so I'm making XYZ, man number there, I would start a business that the man them can eat from, and then you run the business.
If they don't like that business, then it's no point. So
that's their business, isn't it?
There you go.
See you later. People say, are you talking about? I gave you something and you don't want it. Are you nuts?
That's my point.
Are you mad?
That's how. But you think they're gonna be happy with what you gave them?
That's their business, though.
But this is my point. So you still didn't bust them.
Also, you have to.
Then they can go and bust themselves.
But this is going back to the mindset thing. Not everyone has the same mindset. So you might, if I might bust you, and you might have the right mindset to take that business to a whole next thing, and it's gone now. But a lot of the people don't. So they might just want a little, I don't know, 5 bags and they ain't got the mindset to do anything proper with it.
Like I don't want an IV from you.
Or whatever, or even you might give them a business, but they ain't got the mindset where you have to run the business, bro. You're gonna have to put in hours the same way, whether it's football or business. You got to put in hours. And if they ain't got the mindset, then they're just gonna be. It's a dead end.
But then this is my thing. That's fine. When it's a dead end, it's a dead end, and you can no longer come to me and ask me for anything. And when you start throwing your toys at the pram, it's your business. It's the same.
That's why you can't bust the man them.
But then there's an argument. There's an argument for if they are the man them, or if you do have any love or admiration or anything, or you want to get their back, you bust them. Or even if like, because me, I've got friends who were friends before, who came when things were nice. Give me this, give me that. Call the figure, whatever you want to call it. They said borrow me the money. They didn't pay the money back, and that was the price I paid to get them out of my life. And it's that simple. Because I gave them that money, they can no longer come back to me and ask me for any money again, or cuss me or anything. So
it's the only reason I challenge it.
You give somebody. That's all I'm saying.
No, the only reason I challenge it is because I had that mindset before. Like I've always wanted to bust people, bust the man them. But like sometimes you end up being more into doing things with people with like-minded and with common goals more than the man them, because sometimes the man them don't have. like depending on who the man them are at certain times of your life. Because for me, it's nice when I see people that have the same man them through their whole life
from before.
Yeah,
it's rare though.
It's very rare. It's nice.
Rare.
You know, I rate it, but that's not what it's been like when you're trying to grow. Like,
it's not realistic.
But this is the thing for me, right? Because we're going what we spanning different generations. I'm my age. You're with 3 generations. Different generations.
Yeah.
Cool. It's different for all of us, and the hierarchy and everything is different. We're living, but. If I'm calling you man them, you're man them. You got some people that are owning the title man them and they're not man them. You know, like my man them.
Yeah.
I can phone my man them right now and say, you know what,
those your brothers.
They're my brothers.
Yeah.
That's what man them is. There's
no. Man them's not brothers.
So what's man them?
Man them's man them.
Man them is man them.
Man them is man them.
Yeah.
Man them is a bit of a broad term, to be fair. It's very broad, isn't it? It's very broad.
I could be with some brand new guys right now. I said the man them, you know what I'm saying? I didn't say they were my brothers. I didn't say I said the man them.
I'll take that.
Man them,
It's a broad term.
I'll take that. Alright, go back.
And the thing is, man them do want bussing as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that. A bonfire put the man them want busting. Busting yourself, you understand? You got 2 hands, 2 legs, and a brain. Work hard, you could do anything from anywhere. Done said that already. Bonfire upon that. Anyway, so you know that. Okay, so your heroes within the game of football, old and new, and why?
Okay.
Give me 3, because we like to do numbers, don't we?
Yeah.
So give me 3 heroes, it's old and new, and why? Or 3 old, 3 new, if you like.
No, that's too many. That's
okay.
I wouldn't have 6.
Okay, wow.
I'd say my very first one would have been Ian Wright.
Okay, nice. Big up.
Just because he was a black man playing for Arsenal.
Yeah, but he's a geezer.
And he's
as
a
well.
guy.
He's a geezer.
As I got older, I've clocked like he's the guy, innit? He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's elaborate on this Ian Wright first.
Ian Wright,
yeah, because I really like him as well. I don't like football.
Yeah.
Play for Arsenal.
Yeah.
And like yourself, he was scoring goals and stuff, really good goals.
Yeah.
But then when I got to know the person a bit more,
I'm the same.
I really like the guy. Really nice guy.
Only recently I've started, like, ever since he's been doing punditry and that, like, on TV.
Okay.
Like maybe last 3-4 years or whatever it is.
Okay.
I've seen him. His personality's come across more.
Yeah.
And he just seems like a cool older uncle or
And he's
something.
black,
You'd have in it. Do you know what I'm saying? He's like an uncle you'd have. He's chilling. Like, he's got vibes.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean? So he's
got the right energy.
Yeah, definitely for sure. He's got a good heart, man. He's got a good heart.
Yeah, that's the one. Go on.
Second would be Henry.
Henry.
Yeah.
Nice.
Same reason. Like, as I was like 8 and 9, obviously he was the guy at Arsenal. Like, do you know what I mean? He was just banging goals everywhere.
Yeah.
So
you're keeping it all at home, are you?
Yeah, I think so. Pele.
Okay, I was waiting for that.
Yeah,
that's
Pele.
it. You're done. It's a free.
Pele, because my brother had do you remember the VHS?
Yeah, of course I do. You know how old I am. Come on, I still got VHS at home, brother.
When I was like bored, he had this one Pele VHS that I used to just watch like over and over and over and over again. Like
the goals were amazing.
Yeah, goals. Like even they show how he used to train and all that. Like, I just watch it like religiously. So I'd say them 3 would be my
those 3.
Yeah, that I like looked up to.
What about non-football?
That's a good question. You
crook. I love you.
Non-football.
Just like like a icon that you look up to that inspired you,
or just music you liked, or actors you liked, or just someone.
No, see the thing is, as like my whole life has been football.
Okay,
but it's a good question because I know I have one. I just can't think of it right now. But like growing up, like my whole, I'd say 21 years of living, when I was since like 5 to like 25, how I am now, it's just been football. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Like it was school football every day.
Every day, okay.
That's it. Like that's all I was on. So it's a good question because I know I have one. Yeah. It's just not coming to mind at the moment, innit? But I'll think about that for sure.
Do you still feel Do you still feel that just shut up my mouth? Do you still feel the same way about football when you first got into it?
No.
How did you feel when you first got into it, and what's changed?
I think it's like anything. When you first play football, you're just naive to the real world side of it. So being a fan as a kid and just playing for the love of it, it's different when it becomes your job and you get paid, and then there's other sort of aspects of it that you have to consider.
That you didn't see before, you just sort of...
No, you wouldn't. Like, unless you're in it, you're not gonna.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So I still have massive love for it. Don't get it wrong. Like I just love it. It's like my life, innit?
Yeah.
But it's not
It's
the same.
exhilarating, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Like it's like literally go and train every day and kick a ball around and get paid for it. And then on Saturday,
Get paid quite decently as well sometimes.
and then on a Saturday you play a match and you like
You saying bust me though, innit?
what you want to get signed or something?
No, just bust me, innit? You didn't get it.
No, I got it.
Come on, man, doing it, man. Bust me, innit?
That would be the question. Like, what? You want to get in the game?
No, go.
Yeah, I'm a bit old, Unks, but you know what I'm saying? I see what I can do.
Actually living up.
No, what you
I
want
was
to
gonna
say?
swear. I was like,
No, we swear sometimes. Sometimes we don't swear.
no,
If it's
no,
applicable, it's
no,
up to you. It's your character.
I'll keep it
Everyone's
PG.
watching you.
Yeah, I'll keep
Yeah,
it PG.
okay.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, football. Yeah, once you get into it and you start learning the ins and outs, and there's just lots of different moving parts in football that make it a little bit less
Enjoyable.
Yeah. But I think that's as
Every edition.
It's not as it seems.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
but
yeah.
in acting as well, like
I was just about to say.
go on the set and all this. No, you wake up at 6 a.m. Sometimes you're on set all day. Sometimes you're in certain things. It's cold, it's hot,
yeah.
it's wet. There's different things.
I was
Aspects
just
of it.
about to say that.
And sometimes you're doing takes and takes and takes. Certain
And
things
it
can
gets
happen.
long, yeah,
Things
yeah.
just get long, but the finished product is the finished product,
Yeah.
and the work you have to put in is definitely worth it.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
myself.
still love it at core,
But
innit?
it's not easy.
It's
It's
just
not easy.
and it's just not as pure as
Learning the character,
yeah,
developing the character, all that kind of stuff is.
no, for sure. Yeah, it's just not as pure when you're like behind the scenes.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Mate,
I mean,
give me a stage any day, and that's why we're here.
That's sick, man.
That's why we're here. Do some acting. No, we just.
That's sick, man. Do you have like a preference in acting roles?
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
I prefer. I think I prefer stage.
Do you?
Yeah, but I love
What's that
film.
like? You mean like theatre?
Theatre, yeah.
Yeah.
But I love film.
What's the difference?
The difference between stage and film.
As in the your work day, for example. If you was on set like a film or you was preparing for a theatre show.
Difference. Film. I might be rehearsing on my own, depending on what it is, and then meeting up the people rehearsing with them. I might just be doing a certain portion of it.
Okay.
I'm not. On set, I could get to 2, 3, 4 takes of it. So I rehearse a scene, I get takes of it. Then we
Do you get more time if you're doing film over film?
I get more chances sometimes.
Okay,
Depending on what's going on, it's just it's one of them things. We could be it could be a lot on the
Yeah.
set, and at the end of the day, we might have to get tape before we're losing light, or we're losing this, we're losing that. So we might only have that window, but then we might have the whole day to do it. But that
Yeah.
whole day might then knock the shoot on another day,
Yeah,
which will cost a lot more money.
Got you.
So we
you.
can't knock on the next day. So we
Yeah.
have to.
You
get
have to
that
make
shot.
it happen that day,
So you
innit?
might have to use something that I might not be happy with, but
Yeah.
someone else might be happy with, and then that'll be my own fault for not preparing.
Yeah. Okay.
With
got you.
theatre, it's just you do it and it's out there.
Yeah.
Like you know, like you literally the show must go on.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's one of them
you forget
ones.
a line, you do something wrong, keep it moving. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And it's just
literally.
like it's like the on goal.
Yeah,
It just
yeah,
keeps
you just keep it
do you know what I mean?
moving,
It's
yeah.
it's alright. But if you score an on goal on film, you're
Yeah.
fucked. I
Yeah.
just swore.
Yeah.
I did it all in one
Nah, I
go.
hear that.
No, it's horrible for me as an
What
actor.
did it feel like for you for the first time you did theatre?
Oh my god.
What theatre was it, by the way, if you remember? The first time you done it?
It was in my primary school, I want to say. We just had a big, actually, main theatre, proper theatre.
Really?
No, when you consciously started acting.
Oh, right, because
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Not talking about like the Christmas
what man was gonna
the
give
Christmas show.
I played.
what was it? It just felt
Rapunzel.
like you're a wanker. I already told you that, anyway. Keep it. Wizard, remember what I said? You got a yellow card now, mate. Remember? All right. No, it was almost like a dream come true.
Was you nervous?
But it's like, yeah, I get nervous every time I go on stage.
Do you?
Every single time
Well,
I go
all
on
now
stage.
still, yeah.
All now still. I get butterflies.
That's not bad. That's not
I
a bad
can
thing,
sweat,
though, is it?
yeah.
Not necessarily.
No, not really, but
It depends how you.
I think people interpret it bad.
Yeah.
Because you get butterflies for different reasons.
Yeah.
As soon as people get butterflies, they kind of interpret it. But once you realize that butterflies is for your adrenaline,
Yeah, so it give you a little.
it kind of
little
switches
extra-
you into a
yeah.
different character.
Little
You know what I mean?
10%, little
It's the
10%.
button that switches you into the person that
Nah.
can just go on stage
For real.
and look past everyone.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
how are you?
I love it. Like after, like you just said, once you jump past the first part, it's good. I've sweated buckets on stage because of nerves for various reasons, but the stage is just like, it's such an exhilarating place to be. And if you do what you're doing right, like you can get the kudos, but sometimes it's a mixed bag.
Yeah.
Because when I score the goal, I don't care if you react or not, because it's almost like it's the
yours.
therapeutics part of it, where I've got this thing off my chest. I remember doing Romeo and Juliet. And I come on, like, rebellious subjects, enemies to peace. Like, and I'm like,
that was bad.
And I'm like, rah, rah, rah. But I got all that off my chest, so I'm happy, because I'm allowed to shout.
Yeah.
They gave me a bloody Magnum 357 to let off in the theatre. Bam! What to you lot? I'm like, what to you lot? Fix up. Like, and I'm telling them off, but I got a Magnum 357. I loved it.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
yeah,
I got to shoot off a gun inside, cuss everyone, own the stage, be the big, because I used to get cast in Regal roles.
Okay.
So I get to do all of that.
Yeah, all that, yeah.
Loved it, love it.
That's
love
sick,
it,
man.
Love it. But
I don't think I could do that.
you could.
No, I couldn't.
You could, you did it now. But
Nah,
yeah.
It just seems like a lot. Like I've been to like some theatre shows, and I'm like, I feel like that job is it takes so much like preparation and so much like mental strength, and like even to memorize the stuff you have to do.
But it's the
and
same.
get on the stage like that. You look like it's mad vulnerable to be on that stage, and everyone's just there, like watching you.
Yeah, but I don't
Quiet
understand
as well.
you. What are you saying to me?
Are
you nuts? Can you hear what he's saying? Can you hear what he's saying?
I couldn't do it.
Think about what you do. You get on you put on your boots and everything. You train your ass off and get on that stage. And your success depends on the solidarity of your team and the lack of skill of the other team. And if the skill is too good on the other team's side, you're F. If your mates let you down, you're F.
No,
and if you're not F, the fans don't like you. You nuts. You're on a bloody like you know when the pendulum swings through the thing. And the thing is, there's a camera on you all the time, cuz it's just it's the perspective. It's the perspective, because if you stand up, if you stand and do nothing, you're effed.
Yeah, no,
like they'll
right.
cuss you out. If you do the wrong thing, you do wrong tackle, you're effed.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not trying to.
No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. It just doesn't feel like it. But I know exactly what you're saying.
I couldn't do what you do, because if your fitness isn't up, they've got people to go out drinking the night before, do this.
Yeah, doing a
we'll
mad
get
thing,
into all them
innit?
things there,
Yeah.
and then their peak, and the same in the theatre.
Yeah.
People drink and take drugs or whatever, and their performances are not as good as they potentially could be because of these things.
Because of that whole,
And it's just the same as like we said earlier on in life, and it's for everyone at home as well. It doesn't matter what it is, you could take this blueprint to anything. Hard work, focus, and determination, anything gets you where you need to go.
For real.
And believe
It's
me, you
that
can do
simple,
stuff,
yeah,
it gets you where you need to go.
Because you realise everything that anyone does, you can be used as a metaphor of life. Like you can use football for metaphors of life. You know what I mean? Like getting to your goal and getting past all of the
Little,
you know what I'm saying, the obstructions.
Yeah.
And then you can use like acting as
world is your stage.
World's your stage, and you know what I'm saying, rehearsal, and you know what I mean, no dress rehearsal, and all, you know what I'm saying. So it's like you realise that for everything that everyone does is life, isn't it? Like we're all that's why even the podcast is called Life Talks. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just life expression. You know what I'm saying? And you can actually use anything that you do as a metaphor. So that's why I understand even why he says it, because it's like they're so far from what he wants to do. But if he didn't think like that, then we wouldn't have people in different angles.
Perspective,
we're supposed to have people that feel like I can't do that, I can do that. You know what I mean? Because it kind of
that's not for me.
you know what I'm saying? Because some of the things music is one of the things I think a lot of people do when it's not for them. Because
it's easy. Not easy, but it's an easy entry point.
Yeah, like if you just give me something on the mic and give me, whether the music's rubbish or not, it's done.
It's done, yeah. The entry point is very easy. Like you can literally just get a beat off YouTube, just get a mic, and then you can just make it happen.
Exactly.
That's
so it's
right,
like whether you're good or whether you're not.
Yeah.
It wasn't really too much of a barrier to you doing it.
Yeah.
How hard do you think it is for the more mature players to succeed? Because I've seen and heard about it. Even my lack of football knowledge. Ian Wright was one of them, wasn't he?
He started late,
He started quite late. So how much do you think it is, or how realistic is it for, like, because we're talking about now doing stuff. Some people might say, I couldn't do that. Excuse me, my hair's just going really long.
That's all right.
I couldn't do that, or I did do that, and then they thought, okay, 21, whatever, I'm going to try it, and they realise it's good, and then they get to do it, but they're a bit
in football, it's more or less.
What's the make or break time, do you reckon?
I'm saying if you're not playing professional football by the time I'm going to be generous and say 22. It's probably way before that, but I'm like 21, 22. It's very, very unlikely, because not like the way things are set up now. You start at the academy or A academy, like 90% of boys.
The football academies now, yeah.
Start at academy wherever innit? Every Prem club's got an academy. So you start an academy, get to 16, get a scholarship for 2 years. That takes you to 18, and then you get offered your first pro deal at 18. You might play when you're 18. You might play when you're 21. But if you're not in the football system, like one way or another,
by that time
at 21, 20, it's very, very unlikely.
You know what's funny for me is that like a lot of people that played for like say Arsenal Academy that I knew, never ended up playing for Arsenal.
Yeah, not a lot do. Very few do.
Yeah, so
very few. But the thing is, it's good because you still get, as I was saying before, you get the footballing education.
Yeah.
Because obviously when you're at that age, you're most susceptible to learning things, isn't it? Like you,
definitely.
Yeah. So between the ages of 10 and 16 is really where I learned like the fundamentals of football. And the technical part of football. And then when you get older is when you have to start learning the man side of the game.
But what did Arsenal do with it? They sell their players that they
Well, it depends. They you either get released at 16 or you get released like after your first pro, or they keep you long enough where they just sell you to another club or loan you out.
Do you know anyone that you was like in the academy with that actually ended up playing for the team?
Yeah, Alex Iwobi.
Okay.
He was my year.
Yeah.
He played like, he must play like 100 games for Arsenal or something like that.
Okay.
And he's at Everton now. But he's like one out of, there must have been maybe 19 of us altogether.
Yeah.
But the thing is, because
he played from young as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, because obviously you learn like how to play, like I was saying, all the boys go on to do different things in football. Like you just go to a different club.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously, if you've got that pedigree, you used to play for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Clubs are still going to want you, do you know what I mean?
Course.
So there's loads of boys that come from Hale End where Arsenal train the kids that are dotted around the Football League and the Champ League 1, League 2, So like, either way it's a win-win sort of thing.
Once you get to play for them as a junior.
Huh?
Once you get to play for them as a junior.
Yeah, because you learn and you remember the stuff and it stays with you, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So.
That guy Sylvia Young or the actor, the big acting schools, okay.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Talking about that stuff now, how much of it, not how much of an impact, goals. The question I want to ask is quite intricate.
Go on.
You see like before A&R, whatever that stuff is called, people got away with stuff. You know, like the automatic.
Oh,
the goals. How far I don't know what it's called.
VAR.
I was thinking he's talking about getting signed.
I thought we were talking about the speed cameras or something, the ANPR or something.
Yeah, listen, I get muddled up.
I was thinking, ain't they called scouts?
People always go, I'll mess with something. As I told you, remember I told you about what's my man's name to the people?
Oh, Rashford, yeah.
What's it?
Marcus
Rashford. We're going to talk about him later, but Marcus Rashford, I didn't know who he was. I know who he is, and big props to him, but I called him the Pat Lunch guy. I know he got Pat Lunches very well, but the VAR, is it the VAR? Sorry for pointing. The VAR.
Yeah.
So, since the VAR's introduction, right, and the question I wanted to ask, I have messed it up. But I think...
Do you feel like it's changed the game?
No, it wasn't about changing the game. It's about the fact of, apart from... No, forget it. How much do you think it's changed the game?
Well, I never...
I'm going to talk about Maradona's goal and goals.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't have happened. Yeah.
It wouldn't have happened, but imagine all the goals that won games and stuff back there before the VAR. Imagine how many games now that potentially could have been won certain times, and when they reverse it, they're not goals, or sometimes it wasn't a penalty. They didn't give it.
No, I know what you're saying.
Half of me feel like the VAR shouldn't exist.
It's too late now, though.
You know what I mean? No, I hear you, but
it's here now.
It kind of takes away from the game, just little 1-2s.
It does, but it just makes it like it just makes it easier for everyone. Like if it's on video and you can see it's offside, there's no room for debate anymore. Obviously, it takes a bit because obviously you used to have like arguments like, oh, he was offside, no, he wasn't offside, and it adds a bit to the thing, innit? Yeah, but now there's no, it's black and white now, innit? It's either he's offside or he's not, or it's a goal or he's not. Like, do you know what I mean? So
but
what if they check the VAR after? Do they ever check it after the game?
Nah. It's always unless it's like a red card or something like that, or like foul play or something like that. Okay. But it's normally just during the game.
So if they miss something, they miss something.
Yeah, but they never miss it. VAR won't miss.
Won't miss nothing.
No, not during the game.
Is it a man watching or a computer watching?
It's like a room. It'll be like this, similar. There'll be like five maybe I think it's 5 referees in the room, and they have cameras of every single angle of every single thing. So whatever incident happens, they'll see it, wheel it up, have a look, zoom in. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like they don't miss anything. But I haven't used it though. I'm not saying I ain't used it. Like I haven't played with it.
It hasn't been used in any games.
No. But I know obviously I know how it works.
On the whole across the sport.
Yeah.
What I wanted to ask you, I think it might have been that, but it might not be that. How much pressure do you think it takes off the referee and the linesman and the other officials? Because in the past there's been some serious stuff that's gone down between the players and officials, depending on the call. It takes a lot of the pressure off because they're not really making the decisions anymore. Yeah, so
really, it's not. There's no.
It used to be like the referees, the wanker.
Yeah. You can't. Yeah. There's, to be fair, it still happens, isn't it? Obviously, it still happens, but
those are the fans.
It takes. It takes a lot.
I just it
takes a lot. No, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, it's a chant, isn't it?
There's another one. I don't know. Oh, yo, shit.
You know what's bad about it as well? I've noticed that.
I don't like football, but I like
but you know them ones, isn't it? Yeah, the chance get you going.
I never knew that's how the VAR that's how it worked. So he's just explained something to me that I didn't.
No, yeah.
What the VAR thing?
Yeah.
It takes a lot.
It's a problem for anyone, any Maradonas out there. It's a problem.
Yeah, no, you don't. But it's good though. I think it just clears up. It just saves a lot of hassle in it for the refs. But I think it takes a lot of pressure off them because, like, they make a decision. The guys will see it, will tell the ref, look, you might have got this wrong. Have a look at it again, and they'll have like a monitor on the side of the pitch. The ref will go to the monitor. As I said before, the clip is in super slow motion. You can see everything that's happening. Bear in mind, football's a quick game, innit? Like, so
and they got earpieces as well, innit?
Yeah, they got earpieces. Like,
that's why man I just left lying on the floor for ages.
You know, like,
the VAR said there wasn't a foul.
Literally, and then that's that, innit? It's like, alright, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, but also, it takes away like what could have been part of the controversy.
Yeah, the jeopardy. Yeah, no,
just back in the day, like certain times goals were scored, certain times goals weren't scored, certain times it was a foul, another time it was a dive. You know, certain times it was a corner, it was a what's it called, goal kick.
A goal kick, yeah.
You know, like, I think people had them arguments.
For the casuals like you, it probably takes a bit away from it, innit? Like,
I don't like football. Like,
but still to watch, innit? Like,
but I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, it does. It's
like it's for me. That's how it puts you like this. Yeah. Imagine it's just there's more rules, so it's like boxing, and there's no dirty bits in the boxing. They're taking the dirty bits out of it. You know, like I'll be like Maradona's goal is iconic, and he got it, won him the World Cup.
Yeah, no,
without the VAR, we would not have that moment.
It'd be mad, innit?
You know what I mean? That's an iconic moment.
I know it's mad.
There's other ones where people have been bitten or kicked, and just there's loads of them. Like, and you realize like someone's done something, and it comes back in the paper. Sorry,
there's a goal,
and the person's been bit. Go on.
There's a goal. I forget what Euros it was. That Lampard scored against Germany.
Yeah.
It might have been 2004, and he volleyed it. I think it hit the crossbar and went over the line.
Yeah,
but they didn't give it, innit? And it was stuff like that where VAR was
there. He would have got it.
And it changed the whole thing, innit?
But it goes both ways. And like I said, I'm gonna stop saying I don't like football because I do like football, but I just don't watch it and stuff. Right? It goes both ways, but I just think, in the respect of people like it because you can say, okay, that wasn't a goal, that wasn't a penalty, that wasn't this, but then the controversy and the dirtiness of it isn't there anymore because there was debates over certain things, and there was more controversy and more arguments, or more debates. Let's say arguments. You know, different agreements. A lot more. And people won sometimes when they weren't supposed to win.
Yeah, but that's not good. Yeah, but it's not good, like, because there's so much money in football now, especially in the Prem. That's not what.
But do you think that the people that are controlling the money are playing fair on everybody? No, you know what? Don't even ask that question. Don't even ask that question. But I'm just saying, let's throw that. You know what I'm saying? So life isn't fair.
No, but because there's so much money in football. Like things need to be right. Like things need to. It can't be a maybe not thing. Like things need to be called right. And
there's so much money in football now that it's unfair anyway. Like when I started seeing that Man City a couple years ago, the way he just made it was like he was playing. What's that thing from back in the day?
FIFA.
No,
football.
Manager. Football manager.
Football manager.
What's that?
You just buy all the players that you want.
Oh, thank you. Like, you could just buy players and do what you want.
Marino.
It's nuts.
No, but I'm saying, like, the way that team ended up getting, like, it had so many stars on it at one point.
Money talks in all walks of life, don't it?
In all walks of life.
Money talks, innit?
That's why
you got money.
Money talks in life.
Yeah, literally.
But I feel like that kind of changed the game when that happened.
Yeah. But it's happening a lot more now.
But that's what I'm saying.
No, it was
when it first.
I think the first one was Abramovich. I forget the Man City owner's name.
Yeah.
They probably started that shit, innit?
But now, like Newcastle now been taken over. Got taken over by like the whole of Saudi Arabia or something.
No.
Yeah, and
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they got mad
So
bread.
soon you're gonna see the.
Newcastle got mad bread.
But then also still, what I love about football is like, is it Bikers Grove wasn't football, was it?
Who?
Bikers Grove wasn't football, was it?
Biker Grove.
Was that football?
No, it was a TV show.
No, yeah, okay, but there was an old
I
one.
don't know, I
No,
never
but there was
heard of
loads of old TV shows that done football things back in the day.
there was
Roy the
Dream
Rovers,
Team.
was that Dream Team? No, I'm talking about
that?
like the kids ones, like the kids
Oh,
ones.
I don't know about
There's
that.
loads of kids ones. I messed it up, but
I don't know.
Biker Grove.
What is that? What is Biker Grove?
You wouldn't
It's a
even
TV
know, bro.
I don't even know.
It's a TV program. It's a TV program.
About what? Ball? About
Yeah,
football?
it's not.
at all,
There
bro.
was.
It was about a high school.
Yeah.
That's called Biker Grove.
I don't know.
Biker.
Oh, you're such a wanker. All right, I made a mistake. But anyway, they used to be on
Was
TV.
PJ Duncan in that one?
No, that was them.
It was PJ Duncan, Ant Deck
Ant Deck.
/ PJ Duncan.
Yeah. Is that their names?
Biker Grove.
Yeah, all right. You could ask me a question because I forgot to tell you what the question I would ask.
Yeah,
He's
let me educate him.
killed me,
You know,
man.
go on,
He's
go
killed
on.
me.
Yeah,
He's killed
tell
me.
me.
You know Ant Deck, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Their career started as PJ and Duncan, yeah.
Oh, on
And they
TV
was on
thing.
Biker Grove, but yeah, they had.
But like after,
they
like
were
when you
rappers
get back
as well.
from school, you watch
Yeah.
the show like one of them ones.
And then they had a
Ah,
rap
okay,
song.
okay,
like,
okay,
Let's
okay.
get ready to rumble.
This must have been time.
I'm gonna find the TV show I was talking about. I don't like that.
Yeah,
But
you
one
weren't
I'm
born
gonna
yet,
find.
cuz I wasn't even 10, and I'm 10 years older than you.
Oh yeah. This is
So
way-
I wasn't
this is
even
way
10.
before.
Yeah.
How did you even get there?
I thought.
Listen.
This is about
What
VAR.
was you talking about? What was you talking about?
We were talking about VAR and
then-
money
No,
in
he said
football.
A&R, pack lunch,
And then
A&R,
what else? And then what else?
Biker
What was you
Grove.
afterwards?
Money, like talk about how much money's in football, and then you just said Biker Grove.
Did I? Are you sure? No, you talking about exactly people taking it over and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but no, it was a TV show. But,
Yeah,
it was a TV show, and I think there was some relevance about. Okay, Bam. I know exactly what I'm going to say now. Thank you. I love you for that. I love you for that. Bam. My thing was, look at me shaking the mic. Okay, I feel it right. So my point was, forget about Corona or whatever. My point was, football is such a beautiful game that even when the people of the Saudi Arabia come and buy a place like Newcastle, you can still have a team that hasn't got that financial backing that could potentially beat that team from Newcastle on the right day at the right time to watch it. That's why football is so
It's so-
beautiful.
yeah.
And the thing was, it's like, I'm gonna try and find a show, but it used to be a show on TV where like the underdog team,
Oh,
it was
with-
like a British team like misfits. They went to a school and they got
And
together.
they
They
got
was, but they went in the league. You know, watch it. Primary,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
primary
I know
schools,
what you
watch
mean,
it.
I know what you
and
mean.
they managed to just win and win. It was
Yeah,
just a
figure
sort of
out,
like
'cause they're, like,
figure it
together,
out.
like,
But it was a
camaraderie
British
and
thing,
that.
but it was
Yeah,
up
yeah.
north somewhere. That's why I said Biker Grove, and that's what I'm saying. Like my thing is, right,
Football facts
like,
is
I'm
gonna
not
kill
gonna
me, though. I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Biker Grove.
No, just go YouTube it.
I'm gonna have to check what's
But the thing is, even though that's why I like the fact that they didn't allow that thing recently going into that. Now you've ignited that. They didn't allow that Super League shit to go on.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause if they allowed that to go on,
yeah.
then there would not have been the possibility of a Biker Grove team. No pun intended. It's not Biker Grove. No, I don't care. You know what I'm talking about.
I hear what you're saying. I
It's a
hear what you're
reference.
saying.
No, but then they
I think
couldn't.
it's gonna
if
happen.
they-
I'm gonna be real.
I
Do you think it's gonna
was
happen?
talking about Sister Act 2, by the way. But it wasn't about football. It's Sister Act 2. Like, they wasn't doing well, and they went to the competition, and then they end up winning. Joyful.
Go in for gold! You! Go, yeah, go, that's all about this. No, he's not funny.
You know why
Don't
it's funny?
encourage
You
him.
know why it's funny? Because it just went there bare quick. Like,
Yeah.
And I was like,
I slipped. I said the wrong thing.
Nah, I hear that.
All
No,
over
you
it.
brought it back though. You brought it back. It makes sense now. It makes sense now.
Super Leagues.
It makes
Don't lie
sense
to him,
now.
man.
Super Leagues. My cheeks are hurting me right now. Super Leagues. Wait, no, go.
Alright, let's not talk about Super League because it's a
Good,
waste of
yeah,
time.
it's controversy.
And it's a waste of time.
All right,
Talk about bikers.
No, go. He's a wanker. Who's a wanker? Sitting over there. We know who he is. Wanker. No, listen. Mark Rashford. Sorry, Marcus Rashford. Take my hat off to you. Big up your chest, large every time. the image of the footballer. That is perfect, fantastic what he's done, and there's a lot of beautiful things that go on in the world, and props to him for what he's done. But I want to talk about the image of the footballer as a whole. He has changed it, and other people have changed it in respects to Ronaldo, with it him being positive, like what's it called, role model in the sense of perseverance and strength and all that, and some of the Brazilians for those reasons as well.
Definitely.
But the run of the mill thing of footballer is that you got a lot of money to spend, you got to drive a fast car, you're living life, the high life. You're not gonna get married, a couple of girls and all that. What do you think of that? Because realistically, footballers are human beings.
Yeah,
like
I think people are starting to realise that now. That footballers are actually like just normal people.
Yeah,
because obviously you play football and it's sick, but they live life like not like everyone else, but they live life in it the same way, innit? Like this, they were kids, they went to school, they
it's the same thing.
Had breakups when they were 15 with their first girlfriend. They're normal humans, innit? Like it's the same. Obviously, you get.
Can I just put a pin in something, please, and I'll let you talk. Go on. I say to you as well. This is what I don't understand with people out there. And I would love to. I'm gonna keep talking to the camera. I don't understand with people out there. No matter what it is, footballers, aviators, people in the job office, police, whatever. We're all human beings.
Yeah, literally.
Treat someone how you want to be treated, man.
Yeah. But you know what? I feel like
that's what I'm saying to everyone. Treat someone. Don't like put these labels on people before you get to them. Treat people how you want to be treated.
As you say that, like when you're an achiever, you're an achiever.
Yeah.
Like when you're someone that's going for gold, you're someone that's going for gold, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, those kind of people, there's a difference between the people that's going for gold and being a consumer. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, say like, and I give you an example, because like someone that's just a football watcher can enjoy football way more than him. Someone that's just like a movie watcher can enjoy movies way more than you as an actor, and me as someone that.
I'm not talking about that.
No, I'm just explaining.
Okay.
When you're not in it, your opinion on it, it kind of has to sit in a different category.
Yeah, no, but
you know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm not taking away from, because that's what he's talking about. But what I was saying, something was totally out of that conversation that just jumped into my head at the same time. When he was saying like you go through breakups, you go through this, you go through that.
No, and I'm saying you're saying that because people think you don't.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, no, but that's what I'm saying. Let me just let my plane in it.
Are the consumer. Now, but what you're saying is like if you're a consumer, it's hard to. I guess if you're actually just consuming something, it's hard to see past what you just see.
But this is what I'm saying, Jay. This is what I'm saying now. That's all I was trying to say. I wanted you to finish your conversation because I didn't want to interrupt, but I did interrupt.
No,
I wanted to say was, all you consumers out there that are consuming, that's what I'm saying to them, not you. Stop consuming and understand that there's other consumers as well. Treat other people how you want to be treated.
Football's different because football's very
not be a consumer. Do you get what I mean?
But football's very tribal, just in its.
Yeah, but I think you're not missing my point.
Because look at the people that's most passionate about football, that go at the footballers, the people that are racist towards footballers, the people that give them headache. These man can't play football to save their life.
Yeah, but you're not missing my point.
No, you're saying you should treat everyone as humans, but what we're saying is, when in football specifically, because it's so tribal, it's hard. People put like their whole
so much
life
pressure onto you.
Like people have Arsenal tattoos and Spurs tattoos and like people don't really have a tattoo of Leonardo DiCaprio on their arms.
They do.
You know what he's saying?
Not people decorate their whole yards with Arsenal flags and like it's so
there's
tribal.
Leonardo DiCaprio shop.
You know
what I'm saying? So there's an Arsenal shop.
Yeah, like literally.
They got the Arsenal tattoo.
All right, okay.
So you have to remember, like even going to games, there's like you were saying before about scoring goals, if you're in a stadium with 60,000 people and you're all there for the same reason to see your team win,
it becomes
it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Hence why I feel like people forget that footballers are humans, because people have so much of their life invested, even from generations before them. Like people pass down season tickets. People pass down season tickets from their pops, their great granddad. It's so ingrained in their family. They forget that. And plus, they idolize them. That's a whole another thing. Like you idolize football.
Yeah, I totally.
It's hard for people to see them as
humans. Because when you said it, I immediately thought about Saka, for instance. Yeah.
What's just happened?
You remember the England game?
They missed the goals.
Where he missed the
because we're coming to that now again.
So that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm coming to that now.
But I'm saying, you know, like the people that you're even referring to,
you're
talking to,
these
people don't see anything, like he's saying, past.
But it's like back in the Roman Colosseum. They're so fickle. Like the mob is fickle. You win, they're like, hey, you lose. They want to kill you.
Literally.
What kind of life is this?
Because you don't do nothing that makes you understand. The moment you do something that makes you understand, even if it's not football, like I could be just a businessman, but But because I understand what it takes to get there,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be understanding to that person
you
in
can
that
be more
situation,
more compassionate, more
Do you get what I'm
empathetic
saying?
and
It's like the people that just don't. They just go to work, come home, go football, go to work. You know what I'm saying? That's their life. So it's like when them seeing you, they're like, you're fucking rich, man. You don't have no problems. To fuck off.
That's another thing. They feel like
same-
footballers are entitled. That's what they feel like.
This is what I'm getting at.
And on paper, like playing football is a very simple job, innit? Like on paper,
Yeah.
you train 4 days a week. You train 4 days a week. Play on a Saturday, you get paid $100 at the end of the week.
You know,
on paper, that's what everyone thinks, innit? Like, and if like it's hard for people to process that, innit? And that also makes people feel like they can give you more shit.
Yes.
Because you earn all this money anyways, and you're doing the dream job. And really and truly, as I said before, when
You
you're a
worked
kid,
hard for that though.
but when you're a kid, everybody wanted to play football.
everyone.
Yeah.
Like literally everyone, innit?
Yeah.
Every young kid
All
in
be
the
on
UK,
the screen.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
wanted to
Yeah.
play football. So like that's where they. It's just in this country, especially, it's a very they're ingrained in it. Like football,
You get treated better when you're good at football.
no, literally.
Yeah, that's why I remember you.
Yeah, when I was a youth at school, I was a kid that played for Arsenal
and
and
even your school, like your family,
got
like,
a pass everywhere.
Yeah.
Didn't do homework.
Yeah.
Didn't do PE. I just done it when I felt like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
if you didn't have your hair, I might not recognize
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
But you still
yeah,
got your hair,
yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
he's
you
had his hair
remember.
since he was young. You know what I'm saying?
It's like everyone wants to be your friend.
yeah,
No, but even your family treats you better.
Everyone.
Like
Yeah.
everybody treats you better, especially when you can play football. School,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
get away with bullshit
Murder
in school.
Murder. Everything.
You watch
yeah.
the footballers get away with
Murder.
the worst.
No,
So
literally.
what do we think about then giving privileges to athletes? Then do you think that's fair?
No, but the
Because it happens. Of course, no. This is what you just.
I
put down
think-
now.
You're
It
right,
happens-
but I'm saying when you
happens
say
everywhere.
athletes, yeah, the guy that's the best on athletic day,
Yeah.
he ain't
Or
getting no
sports day.
pay.
No.
You could
I'm
be
talking about-
jetting down that thing.
Yes.
Nah, man.
Come on, Dwayne Chambers and them man. Come on, when you get to Olympics,
he got love when he got there.
Yeah, that's
he never
different.
got love in school
Yeah.
by the teachers
Because he was running
because he
quick.
was he was good at running.
Right, but what I'm saying is the same thing. When I say that, I mean like basketball,
You just mean in general, like
cricket,
athletes. Yeah.
athletes. I mean
No,
athletes.
like he said, England. We're England. So for what he was just referring to is the experience here.
You got basketball, you got rowing,
They don't
you got
care.
cricket,
They don't care.
you got hockey,
They don't care.
We have them sports, but football is the
rugby,
sport.
rugby.
No, football
they
is
don't
the sport.
care.
You know how many people watch football in this country?
Give me the numbers.
I don't know the numbers, obviously, but all you
Well,
got to
a lot
do
more than think. You could take
go
the-
down,
yeah.
go Finsbury Park on a Saturday at 2:30. See all the Arsenal, like
Yeah.
it's like 60,000 people.
But ask you,
but
where's the rugby stadium?
You know what I heard? You know
Where's
what
the
I
rugby
heard?
stadium?
Yeah, Twickenham. You know what I heard? You know
But
what
how
I
many
heard?
Right.
football stadiums can you mention?
know-
Where's the rugby stadium?
There's
though?
a few.
Where?
I don't like sports like that, so
No,
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
say, but you
Name
know
them.
I
where.
said, help me.
You know where football is.
I know there's Twickenham, but I don't know where it is. Obviously, I
You
don't know.
I'm saying, but you know football stadiums.
Yeah.
I mean, one time
Wembley, they play rugby at
we
Wembley
was
too.
no, they play at Wembley. That's not rugby stadium though.
But they
Like,
make it, but you could use it for rugby.
No, but it's not rugby stadium. Like we ended up at we was
So
somewhere
you've
the
got
other
a
day.
point.
Innit? It was a rugby stadium, and I was like, right, what stadium's this? And it was like rugby. And I was like, right, you know what I'm saying? I've never seen.
I have.
No, you probably have. But I'm not saying you haven't. But where is
The
it?
point is, football is the most popular. in the
Yeah,
country.
that's why I just asked you.
Yeah,
Where
the
is
point
I
it?
was
is-
saying,
yeah.
I heard the chance from Arsenal when they was at Highbury. From Highbury
Yeah.
at my house in
That's
the
what I'm
flats.
saying, yeah,
and
it's
that was
mad.
like that. And I've never been to a football match in my life.
Have you not?
Never been in a football stadium in my
I think you'd
life.
like it.
What?
I think you'd
Never
like it.
ever in my life.
No way.
I honestly think
I used to
you'd
be
like
scared
it.
of crowds and stuff. Like,
Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
yeah,
Fair enough.
used to be scared. I'm not scared of crowds now, but I used to be as a youngster. There's the things we saw when we was youngsters, especially because see everyone around you. You know what I mean?
Arsenal, you know that old Arsenal, there's always bad tickets flowing around. You know, like the school back, or some of your bridges got ticket, or
You just find one in it. Yeah. Figure it out last minute. Innit? Yeah, no, it's
That
true.
was
it's
never-
true.
you might even
It's
sell it if
never
you want to
me.
go. You know what I mean? Get 40 quid.
Yeah, I never got. I never had it. I wasn't into it.
Yeah.
I was supporting what everyone else supported. I don't know. It just wasn't.
No, of course.
Like movies, I was really into.
But you
But I
should,
could
you
play.
should.
I could
Yeah.
play.
It's an experience that you should have.
But
It's
yeah,
totally
back to the
different
point.
to
That's-
watching it on TV.
That's why I just think football is just idolized, basically. To just put up in a category where
100% from a very young age. I think that's
From the
something that's
start.
never been discussed. like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. From the start, you're put up here through no fault of their own, just because of what you do and all the money that you could potentially make.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, when you're an adult playing, like it's easy to throw stones at footballers, isn't it? Basically,
Yeah.
literally. And as I was saying, I think now people are realizing that footballers are human. they're like normal people. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but
If you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. I mean, you know.
True.
You better listen to that, people. You have to clear my throat for that one. Yeah.
That was nice.
The vocals were certain.
If you live in a glass house,
Let's get some reggae.
don't throw stones.
Vocals are certain.
What was it again? Now talking about it, like, what do you? How was it for you growing up? Just like, did you feel like it was the football, or was like because you're just popular, innit?
Yeah.
And I know, like, you know what I'm saying. You was probably in the circles and certain, people just had love for you, because you seem like a popular you anyway. So it's like, what was it like for you growing up? How did it feel? Just that in general, like, did you like the training? Did you ever get tired of training? Did you ever?
Nah.
Yeah.
As I said before, like, as a kid, and now still obviously, but when you're as a youngster, my sole focus was football.
And that's good.
And I was cool with school, innit? Like, I'm quite academic, innit? Like, it wasn't an issue for me, really. Like, some people just aren't made for school, innit? Yeah, they're not made for school.
Yeah.
It's just the setup isn't for them, innit? But for me, it was cool. I just go to school, pass through school, go training.
Is it football? Well done.
Yeah, no, literally.
Did your work? Well done.
No, it's like that though. Like, for real. Like, it's like, I went Burley, innit?
Okay.
I went Toriana first, then went Burley.
My brother went Burley.
Is it?
Yeah.
And it's just because you're as I said, you're the kid that played for Arsenal. It's not really much issues, isn't it? Like, everyone likes you, the teachers like you.
Yeah.
I started like missing days of school to go training. Yeah. Like day release, they call it. But you don't really think of it. You're not processing it that deep when you're young, innit?
No, of course.
It's just what's going on, innit? Like, I'm passing through school, I'm going to play football, everything's calm.
So it's beautiful what you said, because it leads into the next thing now. It was easy for you because all you had was home football thing. How hard do you think it is for the modern day person coming up with this first and foremost?
I think
like all of that, apart from everything, because people be training and how hard do you think it is now opposed to when you was younger, opposed to when your brother was younger, or the next generation before was younger, because all you blood, sweat and tears, half-time oranges.
No, literally.
You know what I mean?
Do you mean in life or football?
No,
for football.
No, football, but then also just to latch onto something that you want to do. Like in life, whatever it is, music, football, film, writing, science, rocket science, whatever.
I think in football it's not too dissimilar, only because you kind of get put in a bubble when you get to a certain football age, innit? Like age in football, so you kind of get put in a bubble where everything around you is done for you to give you the best opportunity to flourish, because it's in everyone's best interest for you to flourish. Say you're 16-year-old at Arsenal, new guy coming up, you get 17, 18, 19. As you get older, everything is, you just put in a bubble to make sure everything is fine, like you're mentally cool, you're catered for, and you can just focus on football. That's the whole point of, that's what their jobs are, innit? Like, to look after you. So in the footballing sense, I don't think it's that different. Obviously with Twitter now, like, you can get abused left, right and centre. Obviously you're seeing it with the racist tweets, and obviously it's awful stuff, innit?
Bonfire,
yeah, obviously, of course. So in that sense, there's more, people have more access to you that you don't know than before, innit? Because you can literally pick up your phone.
But only if you give them the access, innit?
No, not that, because you can literally pick up your phone. Anyone, anywhere could just pick up the phone and go, I hate XYZ, sent, done. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So obviously everyone's got a voice now, whereas before wasn't as prominent. So in that sense, because
you do know
Burley
and primary school.
Toriana. Yeah.
You do know that there's
only Toriana.
Yeah, only Toriana. Yeah.
That I know of certain artists that just don't have a smartphone.
Really?
Don't have a smartphone. Certain artists, not just in different walks of life, different things. They just don't have nothing to do. I'm not saying it's viable for everybody, but that's how they deal with that stuff.
To be fair, I don't have
a lot of people's opinions is irrelevant. Doesn't matter. Cloud, whatever. They just don't have a smartphone. Some people don't have a TV. You separate yourself from stuff that is no good for you.
Yeah, not for real. Like, I don't have Twitter. I used to have Twitter. I don't have Twitter anymore. Because I just felt like, like, even like after a game, if you lost, you just get abuse on Twitter, like, just from whoever in it.
It's not worth it.
But the thing is, you always hear people say, like, just don't look at it. But if you want to coach back from an away game, you end up just looking through it, innit? You just end up doing it.
Don't do it to yourself.
And you see one, you're this, you're that.
Don't do it.
And like I said before, footballers are humans, innit? So
of course.
Feelings and emotions and that, innit?
Of course, it's not nice.
Why do we as humans, take, like, absorb bad comments more than good?
I think it's just how we're designed, isn't it? I'm sure it's something to do with our brains.
We're designed like
I do legit think like.
I think we've been pushed that way.
Oh, you think so?
I agree. I agree with what you're saying. It's in the design because no matter what, at any given point for any given person, the opinion of another person is relevant to them on whatever level, in whatever shape it is, whether it's about their appearance, their intelligence, their sexuality, because I think this is just my thing. I think because we're aware that we're constantly analysing other people, we'll be aware that we'll be aware of certain things that we analyse of ourselves. Yeah. So if you're getting analysed negatively, you're gonna be receptive to it, even if you know it's not true. Like me, and I'm gonna land my plane. I've been there with females that for whatever reason have got a problem with me. I won't be specific, but they're sending me stuff that I know isn't true. Yeah. But when I read it, it's making me feel about that big, and I know it's not true. But I read it, and I'm saying shit like, I can't even repeat none of it, but stuff, it's just ludicrous. Like, you're an alien who ate a cow's bum, who done this. And I'm like, oh my God, why was it? But I'm getting upset about it, excuse me. But I don't know why.
Either side, if you take the good compliments, I feel like that's when the bad compliments will hurt you.
No, but let me finish what I'm saying. Like, that's the part of being a human. Yeah, it's just like each person, because I think you're more resilient. Because the way you've taught me a lot of stuff about. It's for the birds. Just let it go. That thing doesn't matter. It's just it's words. Tomorrow's another day. You literally come and not done it. But what? Come on, get out. Come on and get to work. Forget that. Wash that off. It's bullshit. And you sometimes need people around you like that who've got that. But you need that what you've got inside you when the things come, because I give it to people, but sometimes I haven't got it when I need it. I'm just saying, and I don't understand it.
And that's why I ask it, because it's like he said. They told him not to look, but he still he searched for it. Yeah, like, I'm guilty of it as well. Don't get twisted. I'm guilty of exactly what you did.
I legit think there's something in our brains.
Yeah, what's wrong with us?
If you
search for the fuckery.
If you have 10 good comments and one bad one, the bad one will play on your mind a lot longer than the good one.
Bro.
And I don't know. I know I feel like there's something. I can find it where there's like a actual term or meaning for why our brains do that. Psychologically something. I think there's like. I don't know, something to keep us surviving
or something like
that. Our brain is tuned to take a bad. I don't know, something to do with like back in the day to survive in the tribes or whatever, something like that. I don't know.
If we know this, like you said,
no, but it's your brain though. You can't control your brain. Man.
No, but see your brain. No, but it's just because me, I know. Okay, I know that fire.
It's not as easy as it sounds.
Curiosity and thing. Like there's two things. Like. How can we do it? There's people that do stuff that know is damaging them, but they continue to do it. There's people that know things that damage them and they don't do it. I spoke to someone today. Yesterday I was coming from work and I bought a couple of beers just to go home after work. I saw my mate. He saw my mate on the road. So he was going, "Oh, would you like one?" You know what I'm like? Yeah. He goes, mate. I haven't drunk since 1986, and that it was good for him. Yeah. Made me feel like. Why ain't I stopping? I need to stop or whatever. But I know how he was proud to tell me that. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, and it's a powerful thing. Do you know what I mean? But that, for whatever reason, I still want to drink my beer. But I felt bad. I was like, I'm gonna have to stop drinking soon. I wonder how many years it's gonna take me. Like, that's the human in me.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
But everyone's different. That's what I'm saying. That's why as well. Like that's why how we take things. I feel like we need to have those conversations where someone, because it does help. Yeah. Because even if you like someone might have pissed you off in the day, you might come and meet. Say you came to meet me, and you tell me what pissed off, and I just be like, yeah. And then he'll be like, okay. I said, what part of that is getting on your nerve? You'd be like, for real. I don't actually know. I don't even think it's getting on my nerves. Yeah. Because sometimes you just need someone to be like, what?
Yeah.
And then you kind of just snap out of it. Yeah.
You snap out of it with laughter. Yeah, it's like, true. Man,
I was actually really pissed off at that.
I was really getting caught up on it.
Do you know the beauty for this thing? I think every individual human, like, or anybody, is like education, wisdom, understanding things. Like, I think I read, this is, do you know this is from The Gladiator?
Gladiator?
This is from The Gladiator.
Smash up the whole set.
Not the whole set, but I didn't fuck up something.
Off the table, you know?
Alright, so, because this is, I'll give you for what you're just saying right now. The Gladiator, the character, was
I remember the
a general to the actual Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Okay. Marcus Aurelius.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Marcus Aurelius, he was the character in the thing. I can't remember who played him.
Russell Crowe.
But Russell Crowe played Gladiator. I think something Ed Harris might have played the dad, and River Phoenix was or Jackie and Phoenix was the brother. The point being, anyway, there was a real person. Marcus Aurelius was a real Roman emperor, and he's written philosophies. I've read some of the philosophies. Philosophy for anybody is good enough. But he said the thing about, and the character of that Marcus Aurelius was. And he said it in the thing. What he learnt from Maximus, the gladiator guy, was to meet everything with the same energy.
Okay.
To be just as happy or just as sad for everything, you know, if it's a happy thing, it's okay. If it's a sad thing, okay. If it's an angry thing, okay. If it's a thing, meet everything with just as much energy. So then you're unreadable by the people that are trying to manipulate your energy, and then they can't manipulate energy. You treat things as exactly how you're talking to me now. Like it could be like, like you're
but you just keep it all.
And I treated that, okay, cool. Put it down, carry on with your milkshake. If you can do that within yourself, it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but
it takes practice.
It's a philosophical outlook on life as well. It makes things easier because then I can now do that for myself now. I'm not as good, but I've seen there's messages like you're this. I still get the messages, you know.
Yeah, for real.
I'm like, okay, cool. Anyway,
I feel like you're right. I feel like you're in. I feel like a lot of the time you're in control of how things make you feel.
100%.
Like you can decide how things make you feel.
But you still have to. It's still a long process.
Yeah, it is
definitely.
Because
but awareness is the beginning, isn't it?
I think a lot of the time, like something happens, whether good or bad, but it's down to you how it affects you. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Perspective.
Like I might bump into you, like you might be a stranger, and you just might be on a mad one for whatever reason, and you might have a go at me for whatever reason. Like once that happens, it's down to me whether I let it piss me off or cheer me up.
Do you
know what I mean? Like it's
definitely poignant, bruv.
It's really down to you. Like, it sounds kind of mad, but like the action, whatever action happens, I might spill this on the floor, get it on my trainers. I can decide whether that's gonna piss me off for the rest of the day, or I'm like, do you know what, man? I'll keep it moving.
And it could be, and the changes are so the different. It's so big and so.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh wow, seriously.
Like that one little thing could mess up your whole day.
So self-control and control over one's mind is very important.
That's what I think personally.
No, it's right. You're right.
And like you said, it stops a lot of opportunities when you haven't got that control.
Definitely.
And
it's easier said than done, innit?
You lot are dropping some bangers in here today. You know? It's like you lot playing tennis. Let me in, man. Let me in. No, definitely.
It's true because he was talking about with the football is like how much of it is mental and how, you know what I'm saying, that side of it. Because like we've all watched Friends that was the top players in our school, and I've even had a friend that got all the way to play. He was playing with Rooney for England, you know, like when they was like under 18s, you know what I'm saying, and all of that, you know what I mean. But then again, like you say to you, it's like if you don't have the right attitude towards life and even general, dealing with people,
anything in life,
because sometimes people, just the way you dealt with someone, you might have went to a surrounding or whatever, and you just disrespected the wrong person because of your attitude, and that person was the person that was
was gonna bust you.
That person's gonna bust you. Or what, sign you on a contract, or bust you.
So that's what it's like. Your attitude is very important.
I just think your mind, your mind in general, just for your whole life.
Character is a big.
It's the whole, like, most important part in my opinion.
Where do you see yourself? And I'll ask you one of the stuff to wrap up now a little slightly because against time, right? But I might get you back again later on.
Easy, it's up to you.
When you're off the bench. But where do you see yourself in, or where would you like to see yourself in 5 years?
Still having a good football career. I'll be 30. That's probably it.
What interests you have a lot? You have other?
Yeah, I've got loads. I was gonna say, I'm dumbing it down, bears. I'm
talk.
Loads of stuff. I like art. I like psychology.
Wow.
See? Come
I like
on.
music.
Only now you're talking about this.
I like reading.
So we're coming. You're gonna have to come back now because we're wrapping up now. And you're telling me these are the other sides of the footballer.
Yeah. There's better stuff.
Go on, please reel them off again, please.
Art, music, psychology.
What kind of art do you like?
I like modern art. Like I went to an exhibition the other day in Strand. You know where Strand is?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. It's at 180 by
with London boys, man. Come on, we live in the county town. It's on the road, cuz. Come on.
Do you do art as well?
I don't like. I can't draw on it. I'm quite creative, but I can't. Put pen to paper.
What do you do creative wise?
Just like make things like on Photoshop or videos. I make videos sometimes. But there's a guy called Ryoji. I think his name is Ryoji Ikeda. He had an exhibition like a month ago at 180. It's like LED stuff.
Strand.
Yeah. It's just sick. Like I'm quite a visual person. I learned visual in it, so it's just sick to look at. I try to do stuff like that.
Psychology, you said?
Yeah, psychology. I like taking pictures.
What aspect of psychology though?
just like how the brain works.
Okay.
And why people act in certain ways.
Okay, behavioural psychology.
Yeah. And why people think certain things and how.
Yeah, but definitely behavioural psychology. Yeah.
All that stuff.
Human behaviour. Yeah. Nice.
I just think it's mad interesting.
It is.
Mad
Interesting.
It's
good to be able to read people.
Yeah. And understand why people
do stuff. Yeah.
But then you understand yourself, innit?
Yeah, come on.
Because I catch myself doing things.
It's the ultimate goal, though, isn't it?
Yeah, or acting a certain way, and I'll be like, "Raw, why did that make me do this? And why next time if I don't?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at 25, well done. You're gonna go far, you know. At 25, you're gonna go far.
Yeah, you have to still try and be yourself.
Yeah.
Even understanding things, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you understand certain things, you're like, but just relax, man. Just get
Just.
Yeah, because you're in the room analysing.
Yeah, you be moving mad, innit? Yeah, you be moving.
Yeah,
you be paranoid, innit? Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot.
But it's the beginning also.
Sometimes I just think I like learning, innit? Just basically what I'm saying. I just like learning in general, innit? So
what was the next thing? Sorry.
What else did I say? Music, obviously. I like music. Everyone likes music.
But this is what kind of music? Because I like
loads of music.
So
yeah. I got that from my mum though, innit? I had no choice. Like
I got
my mum used to listen to
Jolene.
Yeah, I know that shit. I know that shit.
3, 1, 2, 3. Come on. My mum used to play all them things.
Music. I think that's it. To be fair,
fashion. Because you look fashion orientated.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I should have said that as well.
But
I like
family.
fashion. Oh yeah, of course I'm family orientated.
No,
do I want my own family?
Yeah.
I do. I just don't know.
In this current climate, just on the leave. This is the last question I'm going to actually ask you.
Yeah.
I want to wrap up, and then
Okay.
you feel free to ask another question if you want.
Yeah.
And you can say what you want to say as well. In this current climate of everything going on, everything I see on the media, all this grabbalicious stuff, all this money-hungry stuff, in everyone's eyes, not just females, males as well. Everybody's just seeing money. No one's seeing anything but what they can get from other people or how they can look or fake lives, and it's all centered around this material stuff.
Yeah.
How easy is it, or how hard is it for you to find someone genuine in this stuff? With
Not
the time you
easy.
have in your hands,
For me, it's
that you really trust and believe.
trust and believe in what? In women? Or just in families in general?
No, how is it for you to find someone in general and then you really trust and believe? Because
I feel like people have it's hard to, let me think about how I'm going to word this. It's hard to find a set of values in someone nowadays because we live in a world where everything is very face value.
Wow, that was
you know what I'm saying?
very, very, very well put. You know,
So
carry on. That was very well put.
Like on the gram, you just scrolling through girls who look amazing every day. You like it, it's quick. You send them messages. Same way, girls are just looking for the guys on the gram who's got APs and the Benz. So everything is just a very face value transaction, innit? And it's quick because it seems like there's so many options. Everything's just quick, innit? So I think it's kind of warped a lot of people's minds into valuing the wrong things and not realizing that in 10 years, like, that girl might not look like that. And if you're with her and have a kid, you're going to have to like her for the person she is rather than how she looks in it.
If you want it to last.
Yeah, so that's why it's a bit more difficult, innit?
Do you think that due to having options?
So what did you say?
Yeah, like I feel like you see the way he's
no, but
speaking,
it's like the options thing is a bit of an illusion. I think
it is an illusion, but at the same time, it's an
It's
illusion.
not.
It's an illusion when you've had it.
Yeah.
Because like again, I know as a young brother, and doing what you do and all of that.
Yeah, I was outside.
You was never short for females.
No, I was outside.
Yeah, so
I was outside.
I was outside.
This is the conversation of someone that's been through a lot.
No,
A girl has been stressed as well. He's had his enjoyment, but he's also been stressed.
No, but because you have to remember, I left my mum's at 16, innit?
Yeah.
To go to
left?
Peterborough. Yeah, that's when I left. I started living on my own at 16, and I was kicking ball, innit? So you can just put 2 together.
Yeah. I made 99.
Yeah.
Come on, bust me up.
So yeah, I say all that to say, like, I've just had a lot of experiences in it, like good ones and bad ones. I had relationships that worked, haven't worked. But I feel like going back to the choice thing that you're saying, I think nowadays people aren't hanging around long enough to see the values of people because there's like an illusion of choice.
Yes.
Because you feel like, if that don't work, I could just go back on the gram and do it.
But do you know what? I feel like I say to you, the reason why I knew that you had your experience is because of how you're talking. Like you only get to a certain place where you can start talking like that.
Yeah.
Because it's like before, the people that ain't had the options, they're like, "What are you talking about, bro?" Like, I want to get.
I'm trying to get everything. I'm trying to get.
They don't understand.
Nah, it's not that anymore.
It takes experience to understand.
Yeah, it's not that anymore.
So you just be happy you had it young.
Yeah.
It takes experience and intelligence. Not just experience and intelligence.
Oh, yeah, definitely intelligence.
I'm not taking that away, but it takes because what I wanted to say as well, because what you're saying, what you know as well, just your outlook, how you say stuff, how you put, like the tennis you lot played, the way you look at stuff, you have to have that foresight. I know what what everything you see, but I know some stuff you see. So I know where you're coming from, but it's the first time we sat across the table and spoken for so long.
Nah, for real,
and you two, Jay standing on par of all of us, to be fair.
Come on.
Like you standing, like you're on your score 5, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hear me? I'm just saying, do you know what I mean? You know I've got score on you. I got a score on you, cuz.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
I got a straight score on you.
You're doing alright though.
Yeah.
You're looking well still.
I want my top of the dead numbers.
You're looking well.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
What's the secret? What's the
secret? It's just, I don't even know, bruv. Jeans, be happy, just do your thing. God,
for
saying
real,
food, live clean, be clean heart as you can. You know what I'm saying? Be nice to people, just be happy, innit?
Jeez, that's it. Yeah, you're doing good, man.
You've been the same. I appreciate you, man.
And you come from good people as well, man.
Your
mum's a good boy. I mean, very good. I've always known that.
Energy. Come on. Come on.
It's been good.
I've been around a long time. You know, I know your brother before you was even born. We're not gonna start. Let's not start here before you were born.
You and your brother got a massive gap in it from what?
Yeah, my brother's 40. Jay, talking about my brother.
Yeah.
I think he had his 40th birthday the other day.
Yeah, you see there? He's
like
5 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And you got 50 years younger. So imagine when you come around, because we're all here. We're floating around each other.
Yeah.
Remember, you just quiet.
I was just young, innit?
Next thing,
I was a shy kid. I was a shy kid still.
Yeah, very. But it's good.
It's
good. You are who you are. You are who you are.
I've probably walked past you so many times.
No, yeah, for real. For real, yeah. I was just thinking that.
I would ask you if you got any more questions for this young man before we wrap up.
Yeah. Again, what would within all your if you had the option to tomorrow, what would you?
Wait, say that again. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Said like if say for instance your football career is booming.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You've got the money. What would be one of your first investments? And that's the last.
Oh, that's a nice question. It's a nice question.
My first investment would be into something to do with fashion or something to do with cryptos and NFTs and that.
Okay.
Yeah, one of those two. One of those two. Just because I like fashion, like I said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or actually, no, I'm lying. You mean like fantasy, like anything?
Fantasy.
Like I probably open like a museum or something.
Yeah.
Or like an art gallery actually.
But that's wow.
I would open an art gallery that plays tunes and then you can like rave in there as well, like at night.
Big. I like that.
Something sick like that.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah,
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, something mad.
That's cold.
Yeah.
That's cold, but selective kind of people in there.
Yeah.
I can see it already.
It'll be
already there.
Yeah, it'll be lit. It'll be like you know them ones. It'll be proper. It'll be proper. Like not no DVD thing.
Yeah, come on, bro. I haven't heard that one in ages now. I haven't heard that one in looking now. Shall we hit them DVD thing there? Listen, this has been amazing for me.
No, for real. I enjoyed it.
Jay.
Yep.
Voice behind the camera. That was Jermaine talking football. Love, bro.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Another episode of Life Talks with Fawole. Thank you, guys.